Recording.
Alright, this is my dissection project. This is the milkfish shark. To start off with, I'm going to go through the internal anatomy. I'm going to start at the esophagus, which is kind of hard to see from the liver. But basically, it's this, all the way up there. It connects to the throat through the pharynx. Food travels down the mouth through the esophagus down to the stomach, which is this intestine right here. In the stomach there is this weird fleshy looking lining that's called the rhogae. It basically helps chemical digestion and compressing of the food so the stomach doesn't inflate too big. From there, from the rhogae, it goes to the small intestine, which is right here. This breaks down the food and helps digest the food. This here is the gallbladder. It basically stores toxins and helps with other parts like digestion. So it stores all the toxin here, thus the greenish looking color. This is the spleen. The spleen also helps with digestion as well as immune parts of the shark. This is the pancreas. It helps with digestion. Then we're going to the liver. The livers are chopped off, but they go right there and right there. And when your shark isn't dissected, they sit under these organs, like this end sits under these organs. So the entire digestive tract is very streamlined. The livers help with flotation and creating oils that help make the shark go. Also, the shark eats like a lot of mercury because they're in a high mercury concentrated diet. So the livers have to be extra large to help contain all the mercury. From the liver, we're going to go to the large intestine and the spiral valve. That's the spiral valve. Basically, the function of the spiral valve is to keep the food going around and around and to increase surface area for digestion because the large intestine is so small. In the human, the large intestine is coiled around and is pretty big. But in the shark, it's small because the shark doesn't have the room to contain the large intestine. It has the spiral valve to increase surface area and digestion. From there, we're going to the colon, which is right in there. Colon, just like final process of digestion before it goes out through the anus, which in our shark is pretty hard to see, but it's right in there. And then here is the rectal gland. This helps the shark not get too many salts in there because it's in a saltwater environment. It's going to take in a lot of salt, so the rectal gland helps keep that in balance. From there, we are going to the gills, and here are the internal gill slits, right in here. These are the external, right in here. They're better seen on that side right there. Then we're going to the gill rakers, which are the small hairs in the gill. You can kind of see them right there. They're pretty small. Now the gills and their function of respiration, basically the shark takes the water in through the mouth, out through the gills, and when the water passes over the gills, it takes the oxygen out of the gills and takes it and puts it into the shark. That way the shark can breathe. And the gill rakers for the shark, they basically, if the shark takes in any like seaweed or other plant or excess materials, they like filter it out, make sure the shark doesn't like choke or get all clogged up. This here is the heart. It only pumps deoxygenated blood in the shark. Here is the Chloratus artius. It's kind of on the back side right in there. The ventricle is, it's kind of hard to see in our shark, but I believe it's right in there. The atrium is right in there, and this sinus venous is right down in there. The urogenital system, the kidneys are this darkish gray color that are right here, and they have the same function as the human kidneys. They're just in a different part of the shark. These are the testicles here. They're under the liver next to the stomach. This is where sperm is made and stored. When the shark is ready for it, The sperm travels down these spirally little tubes, which are hard to also see in our shark, down here, down all the way to these very minuscule sperm sacs, one on this side and one on that side. Then the cloaca is right in here. It is basically the anus of the shark. And the claspers protect all of the testicles and cloaca right here. And then whenever the shark is ready to mate, it can grasp on with them and open. This is the dogfish shark. Thank you.